Yeah, I think language is very limiting, like you were just saying. Language in and of itself, not just like where it comes from, but also using language to represent reality or
Yeah.
experience or feeling. It's already limiting. Instead of just feeling fully whatever it is that we are experiencing, we tend to label it with words.
Well, yeah, Jacques Lacan talked about it. I think we talked about it briefly, but like he's a French like philosopher or psychologist, whatever. He mentioned like the when we look in the mirror, right? First we have the when we see ourselves, we're like, oh, that's us. But obviously you don't see the back, right? You just see the front, right? You just see almost this 2D image, right? Then you go past it, you have with the culture and language you grew up in, right? That brings the context of your awareness, whatever, that creates that other level of the secondary level of our perception. And then there's the beyond. You talked about the beyond that. So there's some language just cuts it off. It's like we
Yeah. Sometimes words get in the way of what's real. And what's real, without question, is what's happening right now, both externally and internally. That is absolutely real, without question. No doubt. This is happening.
this is
It's
happening.
happening right now. This happening is happening right now.
When are you gonna do your comedy special? When are you, what is it? What is it? What is the title of it again? I
The
forgot.
birth of humor.
The birth of humor. The birth of yeah. The birth of humor of comedy or something like that.
I
Yeah.
don't know. That's a great. You're right. That is a great title. Yeah. No, there was a moment. I
I'd watch
remember
your
I was
stand
going.
up. I'd
Thank
watch
you.
your.
Thank you. Right. So lately, I've been kind of doing this pattern in my comedy where I am approaching it like I'm presenting it as as if I am not funny. And so that's kind of I've unconsciously created this like
You're.
tone or
Uh huh.
personality
Yeah.
in my comedy. So when my students are laughing, they're not laughing at the joke, really.
They're laughing at your
They're
delivery.
laughing at me. They're
Yeah.
laughing at me because I'm presenting it as if I'm not funny. And that's funny. But it's not as funny as just telling the joke because the joke is funny. So anyway, I'm working
Yeah.
on my
I didn't know I was funny until I left high school. Like once I got into
so what?
college, till I left high school and I was in college, and people were like, "You're funny." And I'm like, I never knew.
That's a great compliment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'm funny.
I guess.
I'm funny.
Thanks. I'd rather be $1 million in my bank account, but thanks.
Thanks. I'd rather have $1 million.
It's like someone saying like think about it. Actually, hold on. The whole thing about compliments or like or people's observations is like when someone saying that you are funny or you're pretty, they're really complimenting themselves and their perception. Like, hey, I recognize this quality. You know?
Yes. I like the way I feel recognizing this.
Yeah, it's like, this is my brain. This is making my brain look feel nice.
Yeah.
Do it
Dude,
again.
Tony is the best at this. Absolute best at this. Because I studied his influence
his
program. His influence program, and in the influence program he talks about giving genuine compliments
Mhm.
and trying your best to avoid superficial and really looking for the deep compliments. And so he said he had to train himself to see past easy superficial compliments and really look for like the deep personal values based compliments. And he is still the best at doing this. What a great skill. What a great fucking skill to train your mind to see past superficial and look for the light that shines within all people and acknowledge that. That's great.
God, if my brain could like quickly like project the movies I see sometimes, it'd be so funny.
Maybe you should.